Hello everybody, this is Havoc, and welcome to He Is Coming. This is the Next Fest demo that is available to play right this very moment if you want to play with it as well. This is an old school style strategy RPG mixed with some roguelike elements, roguelite rather, because there is a meta progression in this game. But long story short, you are the only thing that stands in between the world and the Demon King coming to corrupt the entire thing. And so we will have a turn-based system where we'll try to discover items, create combinations to fight against minions and bosses throughout the entire world. It's a very fun, old school game that actually has a lot of strategic depth to it. But before we begin, just a couple of things. First, this game is published by Hooded Horse, which I am associated with. However, I am in no way, shape, or form being incentivized to play this outside of just the pure excitement and joy that I get from playing it. If you want to know more about what it means to be associated with Hooded Horse, there is a video in the description that you can take a look at. It is a little bit old, but still relevant to this day. Second, if you want to help support the video and this channel, you can do so by giving the video a like, by subscribing to the channel, and of course, by leaving your comments in the comment section down below. Now, one of the things that I want to show off real quick is the Compendium, which is essentially the items that I have unlocked in the Woodland Forest level, if you want to call it that. So each of these items are items that I could potentially receive in-game, either through unlocking boxes, through different upgrades, etc., etc. Now, some of these I have absolutely no idea about. In this case, the Rose and Thorn, I need to win against the Black Briar King for the first time to unlock it. Or the Collector, equip 3 copies of the same item. I know some of those. Some of these I don't. So in this case, I need to unlock either the Stop Hitting Yourself, which is a hilarious idea, or the Collector, or Slowpoke in order to do this one. So this kind of gives you an idea of what you maybe want to do this. So here, if I wanted to get Slowpoke, I need to start with a -5 speed. It's that simple, basically. Sleep in your house, we could probably go for that one as well. Die to the first strike of a boss. Haven't done that one quite yet. Fight a boss early and win. I'm actually not sure how you do that. Defeat Leshen in a run without sleeping. Okay. Overheal 30 or more health in a single battle. Things of that nature, but we also have lots of things we could get. And in this case, one of my favorite combos is being able to get an item set, which we could talk about those item sets when we get in. It's something I'm going to go for. But if we were to look here, we have a swampland. Eventually, we have different item sets. Here you go. The Redwood Crown basically means if I get all 3 of these items down below, I get a set that gives me more health, etc., etc. There are 2 modes. We have the Woodland mode, which is our realm, which allows us to discover new items, do things of that nature, or we have the Kingmaker. Features an async multiplayer setting where I do a run. If I'm successful with that run gets uploaded to a database that other players could then potentially fight in as the bosses. So each of the bosses, instead of being a creature of the Demon King, is actually another player who has eventually lost in their Kingmaker run. It operates pretty much exactly like this, just your run uploads to a database instead. But we're going to go ahead and go with the Woodland, and let's get started. All right, so long description short, we have a series of 3 days in which each movement eventually ticks down to a night cycle before we fight our boss. Now, the cool thing about this is that our boss, we know everything about it. This is a Blood Moon werewolf. He has 15 health, 3 attack, no shields, and a speed. And while the player gets below 50% health, the Blood Moon werewolf has 5 additional attacks, so that turns into 8. As you see over here, I only have 10 health. So that's going to be bad news bears. So we want to boost our health, but we also want to make sure that we get certain items that maybe don't ever let us get below 50% health, if that makes sense. Also, I can eventually unlock ways so I can see the map by holding shift. I can zoom out and see where I might need to go. All right, so kind of some basic ideas: health, attack, shield, and speed. These all matter. Your speed matters in terms of who gets priority when it comes to battle. So if I have more speed than the enemy, I get to attack first. That means if I don't, then obviously they get to attack first as well. So to keep that in mind, we have our wooden stick, which is what we always start out with, which simply has 1 attack. Now, I also have 4 slots for other non-attack items. Well, I won't say non-attack. Your weapon slot only has 1 option. You can't hold multiple weapons in the sense of like a wooden stick or a sword. So what we're going to do is we're going to move around and we're going to try and find things. For instance, down here, and you can see as I keep moving, it's ticking down the days. Sweet. Okay, so this treasure chest has a woodcutter's axe, which I could gain 2 attack for each empty equipment slot, which means right now I would get 8, but that wouldn't really be wise because I wouldn't have anything else on me. The redwood helmet is part of the redwood crown set, so I definitely want to try and do that. On exposed, when I lose all of my armor, I restore 3 health. So we're going to go ahead and do that because that gets me a little boost to armor anyways, or health, gets me a slot of armor that will then boost my health once I lose it. So that's a pretty simple thing to do. I could go ahead and go after this attack, but I want to try and get this first. Sweet. So I already have 2 of the 3 items for the redwood crown set, which would be really, really helpful right off the bat. Now, I am missing a little bit of health that will actually generate a little bit once I get down to here. And now I'm going to show you what combat looks like. So we have a bear level 1. He deals 3 additional damage while the player has armor. So right now, when he attacks, he's going to do 6 damage to me. Bears are one of the more intense boyos right off the bat. There you go. Sweet. So I've already lost my armor, gotten the health back, and now my attack is only 1, mind you. So I had to knock down the armor. Then I had to go and knock down his health 1 at a time. There we go. Pretty cut and dry in terms of combat. It gets a little more intense depending on the creatures involved, but we'll see once we get there. Now, it's nighttime. And in nighttime, instead of the animals being stagnant and the creatures being stagnant, they actually pursue you if you get within their sight. So they're going to come after me until daytime, in which they'll freeze. So let's go ahead and fight the Raven. Raven steals 1 gold every time he hits me. That's very, very rude. And we can also speed this up a little bit. And you can see it's pretty cut and dry. There we go. Sometimes battles are extremely simple. Sometimes they are not so simple. What do we have here? We have a leather vest. We have a razor thorn spear. On hit, gain 2 thorns. And thorns means that when attacked, you deal damage equal to your thorns, then it removes all of the thorns. So that means if they were to attack me, they would take 2 damage plus what I already have there. So let's go with some leather gloves instead, because I want to boost my health up quite a bit, at least to fight off this boyo. All right, super quick, simple battle. There we go. I like it. We're going to go ahead and go fight him again as well. Sweet. All right. And now we can kind of move around. Now, this is a cauldron. We could combine 2 different kinds of basic food items. We have no food items, so that doesn't matter. Now, I only have 4 slots until I go and fight the Blood Moon Werewolf. Every time you fight a boss, you get 2 more slots, which is super handy. I love the blade oil because it gives me an extra attack, regardless of the weapon that I have. This bat, every other strike, gains 1 health on a hit. There we go. So I just needed to overwhelm him with my attack to make that nice and simple. Do we want to give our weapon an edge? Absolutely we do. When attacked, deal damage equal to your thorns. We gain 2 thorns and take 1 damage. We're going to go ahead and do Bleeding Edge, because that means every time I am attacked, I actually get a bonus health. Sword of the Hero, we're going to go ahead and do that. Gets us a little bit more attack, which makes these battles a little more simple. Sweet. Okay, so a fortune teller allows us to discover any of these items. So we're actually going to go try and find a golem. I love golems because you can hold 2 items of the same type. And that just means that I would be able to go into the golem and upgrade them as well. So that's a pretty cool thing to do. Let's see. I only have 6 gold. While you have armor, gain 3 attack. No. Expose can trigger 1 additional time. After your enemy's first strike, you lose all your armor. When you restore health, restore 1 additional health, you can only equip 1 rose. Cool. All right, so some items are limited for sure. Personally, I like going after these guys because it allows me to gain a lot of gold. Steal 2 armor, restore 1 health every other turn, or the Sapphire Crown, I lose health and gain shields. I really don't want any of those. I need to try and find a duplicate item here. That's what I'd like to do. So we could do a Heart Drinker on a hit, restore 1 health. We already have one of those right there. Convert 1 speed to restore 2 health. We only have 1 speed, so I don't feel like that would be very beneficial. Instead, we're actually going to switch out the Spiny Chestnut, which gives us 3 thorns to do that, so that way we gain a pretty decent attack. Now, one of the things that does matter occasionally, depending on the items, is item order. So we want to do our thorns so that way it triggers first, although I think it would trigger first no matter what, but that's okay. And now the ground shakes every time on the last night before that dude gets here, so we definitely want to Nope, we're good here. Nothing else we can do. We're simply going to allow that guy to get close. And here is our first boss. Now again, while the player is below 50% health, Blood Moon Werewolf has 5 additional attack. We want to make sure we don't get there. So once we attack, there we go. It gets a -3 for those thorns. Sweet. I don't think it's actually going to happen. Heck yes. All right, sweet. So that was a very simple first one. Usually they are, but occasionally I tell you there will be times where you'll be like, oh crap, I just got wrecked. So we're going to get a Redwood Roast that doesn't contribute to our Redwood Crown, but instead gets us a lot of bonus health. So I'm all for that. We do want to try and work on, probably not this run though, because I do now have 2 leather gloves and I want to get back to the guy. Where's my golem at? Oh shoot, he's all the way over there. I also want to sleep in my own home because that's a thing I haven't done yet. So sleeping restores half health and a campfire, but apparently in your home, you sacrifice a day or a night rather to get full health, and then you saw there we kind of got the achievement for it. So that's a pretty cool thing to do. We're pretty boss now, which is nice. Enemy strikes deal 1 less damage while you have armor, but 1 more damage otherwise. Here we go. This is the Redwood Rod, which would get us the Redwood Crown. So now, when we're wounded, below 50% health, we are restored to full, and that has 4 health and 2 attack. So we now have 28 health. This is a pretty, I love this combo set. I really, really do. Restore health equal to damage dealt by strikes. We're not going to worry about that. I should probably head on over to go restore that. Now, one of the cool things we can do as well is if I hit control, this little symbol pops up, which means, hey, I can auto-resolve and I don't have to watch it. So if I know for sure that I'm pretty much not going to lose, I can just go ahead and do that. It gives me an overall stat that happens, and I don't have to worry about worrying and watching each of the battles, which is pretty handy to do some quick little auto-resolves. We're going to go all the way back here. I'm going to get 2 of my leather gloves, which then gets me golden leather gloves, which is literally just a combined stat of what both of those guys have. It just frees up a slot for me. All right, so we need to find places to go. Now, there are different waypoints. We can see different campfires. All right, cool. I've actually not hit any of the waypoints that I need to in order to fast travel, because you can't fast travel. But let's go ahead and get to this watchtower over here. Oh, by the way, we didn't even look at this. The Swift Strike Stag. This is what I love about this game. I can literally look at everything they're going to do for me. So Swift Strike Stag, try saying that 5 times fast, strikes 3 times per turn. That's try saying that whole thing 5 times fast and see if you get through it. So he will hit for 9 damage every single turn, whereas I only do 2 damage. Well, once he attacks me first, he gets that 3, but he only has 10. So essentially, I will strike for 2 at the beginning. Then he will get 3 hit to him, which will down it down to 5, which means I'd need 3 more rounds. Now, admittedly, when I go below half health, I'll restore it. So we should be able to get the Swift Strike Stag done with. We'll have to see, and I definitely want to make sure we fight that one ourselves. Sweet. The waypoint's unlocked. Oh, very nice. Okay, so I can go ahead and do another Spiny Chestnut, which means now he'll lose 6 health, which means we should be able to trigger this exactly how we want it to. All right, so let's do it. We gain 2 health at the beginning. He loses 6 right off the bat, which was 5 of his armor. I forgot about the armor part. All right, sweet. We got full health now. Good grief. It's still going to be a pretty close battle. Yep. See, so it was just too much. Now, we got a gold ring, which means at the battle start, we gain a gold, which would double our gold income if we wanted to do that. So now our run's over. But you know, the cool thing is, we did gain a new item. We could do a new run. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's see if I can't get a little more optimized to be able to defeat this sucker. We're going to go ahead and get Redwood Roast, which will get us our good distance there with some extra health. Boots of the Hero or a Featherweight Blade. We're going to go with a Featherweight Blade. Gets us some speed right off the bat. And it looks like we may actually die pretty daggum quickly here. We're at 1 health right now. Let's go ahead and go with Attack Oil. Oh, good grief. We might be dead. There we go. All right, that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. Some runs are just absolutely terrible, and some runs are absolutely great. In this case, every 3 strikes, gain 1 additional strike. That's actually not a bad one, to be completely honest with you. Okay, what do we have here? Gain 1 thorn, wounded, restore 4 health. That actually might be something we could use really, really well. Battle start, gain 1 thorn. Let's go ahead and go that way. I feel like that kind of makes us a little bit souped up, which I'm all for. If you have less speed than the enemy, gain 5 armor. If your health is not full, restore 2 health. The Ironstone Bracelet. Every strike deals 1 less damage while you have armor, but 1 more damage otherwise. This is a risky thing, but again, we're also trying to go for things that unlock achievements, essentially. So if that's what that works for, then I'm all for it. Nothing is good there. Gain 1 thorn. I'd rather just do a chest of 3 thorns. Come on, something give me negative. Whenever you're reduced to 1 health for the first time, restore health to full. Lose armor from your items, regain that armor. You have armor, gain 1 additional armor. The Ironstone Bow is actually a really, really good item. But again, I'm trying to go for a negative speed here, which doesn't do me much good if I have something that gives me speed. There we go. Can I reach the waypoint? I cannot. All right, so he will basically get 4 attack against me. I'm not going to win this one. There's no way, because he has 5 armor as well. We'll see if it happens. Well, there might be a way. Okay, that was actually really surprising. I did not expect it, but I'll take it. And we are just gaining. Oh no, I got too cocky. Okay, so I'm really confused as to why he got so much better. I think we can do some of these. So 3 copies of the same item. Let's try 1 more with the speed, and then I want to show you the Kingmaker, and then we'll probably be done with the episode. Yep, that's going to be the end of the run. Nope, I'm not for it. Gain 2 attack for each empty equipment slot. Okay, that gets us our 8 base attack, so I can't go after anything now until I fight this. No more items. There we go, Ruby Red completed. Very nice. And now I can start going for things. In this case, I love the Brittle Bark Bow. After 3 strikes, you lose 2 attacks. So we basically get 12 attack to do against the enemies. Very nice. Sweet. We can do this all day long. All day, every day. Ooh, a jewelry box. Deal damage equal to your speed. We don't want to do that. Nope, that's bad news bears. Instead, we will get the Ruby Crown, and that gets us our -1 speed. Again, going to try and go for a negative speed here. Yeah, let's go ahead and go and see if I find a Golem. Oh, that's right. We don't have anything for the Golem anyways. I'm going in circles now. That's great. All right. So the dude ignores armor, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. But we're able to inflict 1 damage. We increase our health, which meant at the start of our turn, we gain a total health, correct? There we go. That's right, and then every other turn restores 1 health. Sweet. Okay, so the Razor Claw Grizzly, good lord, was a pretty simple one. We actually have no cash. I thought we had cash. Now's the time where we can try and see if we can go the distance. Man, I wish we had multiple of the same items. Oh, snap. Diamond Boots of the Hero gives you 8 speed. Give the enemy 4 powder and deal 4 damage. Powder, whenever you take damage from a bomb, take 1 additional damage per stack and remove the stack. I don't have a bomb. I have Lifeblood Burst. But this is, oh, this is the Cherry Bomb. Okay. Give the enemy 4 bomb and deal 4 damage. I kind of feel like we have to do that one. This is also the Swift Strike Stag, which I think we got wrecked by. Did we get wrecked by the Stag? It's already been so long that I don't quite remember. Deal 3 damage to the enemy if they don't have armor. Oh, he does have armor. Deal double the damage dealt. Whenever you gain an additional strike, gain another, but I don't have that. Convert 1 armor to 2 thorns. That doesn't really help me. Restore 3 health. Triggers when you lose all your armor. I'm going to go with Iron Shrapnel. Okay, if this is right, sweet. So the Cherry Bomb did 11 damage. Sweet. All right, so that triggered, which gave me more health. Okay, that was a super easy thing to do. I like it. I like it a lot. The Leshen is what we need, and we need to not sleep either. Now, he has 50 health, 7 attack, and 3 speed. That's intense. So that means even with this, I would do 11 damage, and then 15. I need more. I need drastically better items, 100%. Okay. All right. Let's see what happens here. When you take damage, take 1 additional damage. That sucks, which means we take 8 every time. Sweet. So you've taken 14 right off the bat. There you go. -5. Oh, that's only at the battle start, too. Okay, I don't think we make this. Unfortunately. His attacks are just way too much for us. Actually, this next turn, I should restore half my health, right? I don't. That's ball game. Yep, that's ball game. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead, start a battle with 8 base attack. Sweet. We're going to go to the main menu, and then we're going to play the Kingmaker, which is the exact same thing. As you can see, I have 1 Kingmaker crown, and at 10, I get a cool hero skin, which I could do, but we're not going to do that because I don't have 10 crowns. All right, so this works exactly as the Woodland area. The difference is that I can't unlock new items with this one, and I don't know if I can even get Compendium items. But again, it's about fighting. So Squirrel. This is the dude I have to go up against. So I can see exactly what items he's done. He got a wooden stick, convert 1 speed to 1 attack. He's got a boost to a whole bunch. He has way more speed than I ever really enjoy having. And so we have to try and win against that dude as our first boss. We are barely winning by the skin of our chinny chin chin. So to gain max health equal to your base armor. When you restore health, restore 1 additional health. You can only equip 1 rose. If you have more speed than the enemy, gain 2 additional strikes. I don't, and I probably won't. On a hit, take 1 damage, but it does 5 damage, which is a bit wild. There we go. We're slowly gaining our health back. You know what? No, I don't want that. If I can get the last in the set, I think I can defeat this first guy. Boots of the Hero. Let's actually do a redwood roast. What is this item here? I have no idea what this is. Oh, crap. That's a boss. He has 50 armor. Okay, I guess we lose. All right, cool. Let's do a new run. Sweet. Okay, golden spiny chestnut is what I want. Gain 6 thorns. That's going to be super helpful to win against that dude. Steal 2 armor from the enemy. That actually is a really smart move. We're going to do that. So we're going to steal 2 of his armor and apply it to our own. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't have food items until we meet our bad boy over here. All right, so right at the bat, I'm going to steal 2 of his health. And then he's going to get 9 damage done to him plus my attack. Of course, I think I get to... Oh, it didn't actually do as much damage as I thought it would. Okay, well, we still won. That's nice. All right, so our next guy has an explosive sword, which means exposed and wounded deals 3 damage. Boots of the hero. We have a sword talisman. When you deal non-weapon damage, deal 1 additional. He has a smoke bomb as well. Okay. We've got an interesting dude coming up here, so we probably want to boost up our shields as much as possible. Do I risk that? I don't think I do. What I am going to try and do is see what this has for us. Your next weapon you equip gains 2 attack. That doesn't help me. Deal damage equal to 50% of your max health. Gain thorns equal to damage taken this turn. That's actually a lot of damage. That's going to be more beneficial there. Convert 50% of your current health to double that amount of armor. I think that works. All right, nothing else that we can do. Let's see if I get past this dude. Holy Moses, why do I lose 5 health right off the bat before he's even attacked? Oh, because it converts that to armor. That's right. Okay, so the cool thing is I only need to get past this dude. Sweet Moses, holy crap. Anyways, I only have to get past that dude in order to win the Kingmaker round and get a crown. So we need to start working on that. Now that means that I desperately need to start. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. No, I forgot that that was a weapon. I desperately need to do stuff that gains me health. A thorn ring, take 1 damage and gain thorns equal to missing health. That's really dangerous, but I'm going to try it anyways. If I can't get this, then I am definitely just 100% screwed. Interesting. I have a highborn. Ring items trigger twice because I have 3 rings. I do have 3 rings. So I can steal 2 armor twice. I can take 1 damage and gain thorns equal to missing health twice. And then I deal damage equal to my speed twice. That's actually a pretty powerful combination. Unfortunately, that still doesn't really help me at all. Thankfully, his attacks still hit armor. After 3 strikes, lose 2 attacks. So he has the very, I mean, this dude has so much freaking health that I don't know how to respond to it. I'm going to be completely honest. Okay, the redwood rod at least gives me something. I really need to expose. Here we go. This will give me 10 health, so I at least be at full armor. I don't know that I'm going to win against this dude. And you see he's actually won 10 rounds because he has the cool thing. What am I talking about? You know what I'm talking about. The skin. Thank you very much. All right, boyos. Yeah, it just was too much. All right, so, but we got Ouch completed. Deal 10 or more damage with thorns, which means we get a Blackbriar Blade in the next round. So we do actually unlock stuff in the Kingmaker mode, which is cool. Razor Vine Talisman from Hostile Shrubbery. You have 20 stacks of thorns. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for He Is Coming. I hope you enjoyed the extended look at what this game is all about and the strategies therein. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and of course, leave your comments in the comments section down below. You can play He Is Coming, including the Kingmaker yourself, right this very moment during Next Fest. Take advantage while you can, because this demo won't be up forever. Thank you so much for hanging out again. This is Havoc, and I'll see you in the next one.